By just leaning back, you are basically telling yourself, I'm not going to be attuned. I don't want to be attuned. I'm going to follow this rule. I'm going to disconnect myself, and hopefully the man will somehow initiate. And sometimes he will, but that's not a good thing necessarily, because that's not about the connection. You're not actively building the connection. It's a form of mind playing, mind games. Playing mind games.
Yep.
And the more mind games you play, the more the other person or the other man on the other end will feel like, hey, I've got to play games too. And the more you encourage that kind of culture, behavior from the men that you speak to.
Yeah, let's look at the reason why leaning back could potentially maybe be helpful. So we want to make sure that you know that we're not completely ruling out the value of leaning back, because almost every idea has a certain value in a certain context.
Exactly.
Those people who really need leaning back are perhaps just those people who need the message initially because they just keep trying to blindly chase a man and they don't actually feel worthy of love inside, and they haven't even dealt with that. They're not even aware of it. So to hear, you just need to lean back, is like, okay, yeah, why not? That's going to work. What I'm doing isn't working, so why don't I do that? But the thing is, a lot of people don't just use it to recalibrate. They don't use it to just process themselves. They use it continuously all the time because they think that should be the man's job, to just chase. But just because a man chases you doesn't mean he values you. Doesn't mean you have a connection for real.